Today we'll be flying the Boeing 777-300ER from Chicago O'Hare to Anchorage, and then from Anchorage to Hong Kong. So I'm really excited to get into today's flight because we have a much more accurate flight model to the 777. The old one was kind of just too light and a little too pitch sensitive. So obviously the flight model was by Sasquatch, but I modified it a bit. So yeah. So this flight combined, or if you are combining our flights today, they will be in a total of 16 hours. From O'Hare to Anchorage, it's about 6, and from Anchorage to Hong Kong, it is just around 10 hours. So I'm very interested to see, because I've only done one multi-leg flight with the 777 before, and that didn't go very well, but it still wasn't bad. But it is the 777, but we do have an enhanced flight model. But I'm just going to go ahead and just stop talking, and let's get this plane fired up and headed to Anchorage. Okay, so obviously I have most things powered on, and the IRSs are also aligned. All I really have to do is just, because this plane has SimBrief integration, all I have to really do is just request the route. And we have to make sure, obviously, TCAS is on and what most lights are on, and also we have to put in the init, which is obviously something that you cannot forget. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the seatbelt signs, because we are on the ground, but we're gonna need them before we take off, because obviously that's gonna kind of be a problem if our passengers go flying when we take off. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, here, let me put in our cruising altitude of 40,000 feet today. We'll see if the 777 can actually handle that, which it usually doesn't. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get the init inputted and also the flight plan inputted, and then I will talk to you guys just a bit after that, and I'll probably talk to you guys when we are pushing back with GSX. So yeah. Okay, M20, I'll put in gate M20. And we'll put in the position. We'll also set our runway heading. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, we can set heading now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the APU now, because we have to start our engines. And as you can see, we do have the flight model input, or not the flight model, the flight plan inputted, and so is the init, so we are good on that. And LNAV and VNAV is engaged, so we're just gonna have to go ahead and wait for GSX to push us back.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes.
Okay, release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We'll go ahead and already start engine 2, because we are now starting to push back. I don't know what GSX is doing. It's like pushing us to the right, even though I selected nose left. So I'm hopefully, okay, now it's pushing us back to the left. Okay. We'll give fuel to engine 2. Go ahead and turn on the anti-ice, I guess, just because it's raining. We'll have it on for safety precautions. we're gonna also go ahead and turn on our landing lights because I can't see shit out here.
Set parking brakes.
And we'll go ahead and start engine 1. Okay, and we'll give our fuel to engine 1. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just start our taxi now because our engines are started and our flaps are down and whatnot. Everything's pretty much done. All we gotta do is left is just taxi to the runway. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Obviously, the runway is a bit farther than usual, so it's gonna be a little bit longer taxi, but yeah. Okay, still very far from the runway. We'll be taking off from runway 10 left today, so I believe that is like completely down. We're also gonna go ahead and turn on our windshield wipers, even though they don't do anything in Microsoft Flight Sim. Only the Phoenix and the Fly-by-Wire, I think, are the ones that have the windshield wipers actually functional. But yeah, so we're just gonna continue our taxi to runway 10 left today, and then I will, hopefully this won't take that long to taxi because this place, I did not park at the very close gate to 10 left, but that doesn't really matter. Taxiing in the rain is even harder, but might as well give myself a challenge, obviously. I think it'll be very interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue our taxi to the runway, and then I'll talk to you guys when we are actually about to take off. So yeah. Okay, so runway 10 left is literally like right there. All we have to do is kind of just turn and then we'll be on to the runway. So yeah. And we don't have to stop because there is no traffic and I have my TCAS on and whatnot, and there's quite literally nothing. Everything is currently parked. I'm not sure why. FS traffic's just being a bitch. Go ahead and turn on our runway turn light. Okay, so we're on the runway now. We're gonna slow ourselves down. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take off slowly but surely. So I'm actually gonna wait to rotate a bit after, kind of like 150 knots, because the plane still is a little too heavy for me. So we're gonna go ahead and actually rotate now. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of hand fly it for a little, and then I'm gonna gauge autopilot now. Actually, we are kind of low. I can't really see anything because the visibility is really shitty here right now. So we're just gonna, we're just gonna, you know, just kind of let it fly itself, and hopefully it won't screw up. So yeah. Okay, so the weather has slightly cleared up and we're not at our cruising altitude, but yeah. So we left Chicago at around 4:30. Damn, some scary ass clouds. And the sun is just starting to rise. But yeah, so as you can see, there's still stars out and whatnot. It's still dark, but yeah, we've still got 6 more hours to go. But yeah, weather should be clearing up very soon. The storms won't last for a little while, so yeah, I will just talk to you guys when we are at our cruising altitude like I usually do in all my videos. So I guess I will see you then. Okay, so 777's kind of had a problem climbing to 40,000 feet. It couldn't fucking like maintain a speed, and I don't know what its problem is, but yeah, so I might have to lower the altitude if needed. So yeah, so far not so good, but 777's a hit or miss, so it might be good in our next flight. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys when we are starting our descent. We're close to our descent into Anchorage. We are somewhere very close to Anchorage. Obviously our target descent marker, as you can see on the thing, is coming up very close. So I have VNAV currently set to auto descend the plane. I also have to set up for our descent because I still need to put in the altitude and whatnot, so it actually will descend us to that altitude. So I'm gonna set up for that. Also, I'm gonna turn off the floodlights because it is daytime now, and we, in fact, don't need them. Okay, so our descent has been set up for now, and our top of descent marker is literally like right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let the plane descend itself like it normally does with VNAV, but we're gonna go ahead and just wait and see what happens. Hopefully it'll be decent enough, because this plane is still shit even with a better flight model. It's honestly just a bad plane in general. If you're new to Microsoft Flight Simulator and you're watching my video, don't get this plane. Wait for PMDG. Even though it might be a lot more overpriced, just get it. It's a lot better, for sure. No doubt. Okay, so we are actually starting to descend now. As you can see, the plane is going to be dropping itself, and it reduces its throttle. As you can see, we're dropping from 36,000 to 35,000 and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna see if the plane can descend itself, and if it'll be fine. We're gonna go ahead and use speed brakes, and don't say shit about it. I don't know what you can do. Don't say shit about it. I'm using it to slow myself down. If you're like, that's unrealistic, then fuck off. I don't know. Okay, so obviously our floodlights are off, and it is currently like 8 a.m. in Anchorage, I believe, and we are on final. So obviously we have auto brake on 1 like normal, and we're gonna put gear down I'm gonna continue having it fly on autopilot just for a little before I like manually start flying it, because I don't trust this plane at all, and no one should trust this plane. I don't like doing flights with this plane sometimes, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I'm gonna go ahead and start hand flying it now because we kind of need to. We are approaching the runway closer and closer now, so yeah. Coming in a little low. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage auto throttle now because we don't need it. Okay, and we are on the ground now. Don't say shit about the landing in the comments. I don't know what I'll do. Just don't say it. Okay, so welcome to Anchorage. Yeah. So that was our first flight of today. Obviously, we still got one more, which is a lot longer by like 4 hours. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and taxi to the gate and shut down pretty much our engines only, and then I'll talk to you guys then. Alright, so the gate is right there, and it's very close. So in about, I'm gonna leave the sim for around 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll start it back up. But by then the sky should be clear in Anchorage, and we should be good by then. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna leave the sim for around 2 hours, go do stuff in real life, because my life is not only the sim, guys. Just letting you know. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and shut down the engines only, because we're just gonna, I don't know, we still need the IRSs and whatnot. I'm not trying to boot up the plane completely again. So we're just gonna park here, and then I will talk to you guys when it's around 9 or 10 a.m. in Anchorage, because currently it is around 7:30 a.m. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave it for 2 hours or so, and then I'll come back, I'll start up the plane, and we will get the plane headed toward Hong Kong. So yeah, I guess I will just continue to park this aircraft, and then I will talk to you guys then. Alright guys, we are back, and it has been just around 2 hours, and like I said, the skies did clear up, which is nice. So we will have a beautiful departure out of Anchorage today. So just making sure my throttles work again. Obviously everything is left as is. I've just put in our cruising altitude already, and I turned on LNAV and VNAV because 777 is for some reason capable of doing that. And as you can see, I can just load my flight plan. So if you wanted to see me set up my fucking flight plan for some reason, here you go. This is literally all I do. I just activate, make sure everything is good. We'll go ahead and turn on window heat again. We're gonna wait for the flight plan to load, because sometimes it doesn't do that. We'll also make sure that TCAS is still on, TARI. So jetway is connected. Beautiful day out in Anchorage. So yep, there it is. There's the flight plan. That line is kind of worrying me, but I doubt it'll make anything, because I've flown through those extra lines before. The line to the right, I'm not sure what his problem is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and call for pushback and get the plane set up.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed.
Turn on the fuel pumps.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, release parking brakes.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so reason why I waited to start the engines because of GSX. We're gonna go ahead and start engine 2. Is it on? The fuck? Oh, okay. There we go. Go ahead and give fuel to engine 2. Okay, starting engine 1. Okay, and giving fuel to engine 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our taxi to runway 33 now. Go ahead and turn taxi lights on. Obviously the runway is actually extremely close to where we parked. I don't know, the runway was built very interestingly. It's kind of like in the middle of the airport. I don't know like who made that decision, but they're kind of retarded. Sorry for my language, guys. Okay, so the runway is literally dead ahead. We do not need to wait for aircraft because, I mean, there's one right there, but that's literally one. There's quite literally no one else coming in. We'll go ahead and turn off the APU and the external power because I forgot to do that shit. Don't like harass me in the comments about that. We'll go ahead and turn on our runway turn off light. Okay, so just like we took off in Chicago, we're just going to spool our engines up and then we're going to go toga. Water brake is set to RTO, so we are good on that. Runway kind of has bumps in it. I'm not sure. I've never been to Alaska in real life, but if you have, let me know if the runway does have bumps in it. We're gonna go ahead and rotate now. Gear up. Beautiful scenery here. So like I normally do, I'm gonna let the plane. I'm gonna hand fly it for a little. Then I'm gonna let the plane fly itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys when we are probably at like 28,000 feet. Okay, so we're at 32,000 feet. Obviously, you can see it on the PFD. So, plane had a little bit of problem figuring out where to fly, but it fixed itself. I don't know what I did. I fixed it, or it fixed itself. But I doubt it fixed itself because this plane is retarded. So, we're good. Thumbs up, I think. I'll just talk to you guys when we're at cruise, which will be in like 2 seconds. Okay, so we're at cruise now, 34,000 feet. I don't know why SimBrief has us this low at for a 10-hour flight from Anchorage to to Hong Kong. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully the plane will be able to handle itself for the next 9 or so hours, because for the last 30 minutes climbing it hasn't been able to handle itself, but so far it's okay. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and let the plane handle itself for the next 9 or so hours until we reach our top of descent, and then I will set up for that, and I'll talk to you guys then. Okay, so our top of descent is coming up very soon, and Hong Kong is also coming up very soon. So we've got, obviously I got our descent pre-planned, and I'm going to go ahead and just set up our altitude for this. I'm going to go ahead and go down to 11,000 feet like I usually do. I usually kind of just put this down in increments, but yeah, so we still got, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes until we reach our top of descent, and then hopefully the plane will be able to handle itself. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys then. Okay, I'm going to decrease the altitude from 11,000 down to 5,000. Okay. We're going to go ahead and turn on landing lights because we are below 10,000 feet. And we are on final. Gear down and auto brake 1. What I do like about this airport though is if you do a misapproach or something, you can just get right back onto the flight plan very easily. You kind of just loop around and then you come back in for final. So it's something that I look forward to in flying to Hong Kong. So if you guys want me to fly to Hong Kong more, then let me know, because I'm definitely down for it, because it seems like a very interesting airport. Yeah, I kind of got to focus on this landing right now. Make sure our spoilers are armed, just in case they aren't, which I've had them not being armed before. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to hand fly this plane into Hong Kong, and then hopefully we'll do a decent landing. Turn off auto throttle. I thought my game crashed, but it didn't. Okay, so we are on the ground now, which is good. Welcome to Hong Kong, everybody. So our next flight, we will be flying from Hong Kong to a secret location. You're gonna have to find that out in like 2 or 3 days. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's 2 flights of multi-leg flights. So yeah, if you want me to do more multi-leg flights, I am definitely down to do that. Maybe not on the 777, but maybe in a more capable aircraft in that sort. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Share with your friends. Join Open Simulations, making a freeware A350-900 ULR for MSFS. Read the FAQ and shit. Also, join my Discord. I'm trying to grow my community by opening a Discord and whatnot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said before, make sure to like and subscribe, because I'm this close to being monetized. I just need you, hopefully if you're seeing this, you watched all the way through the video, and if you did, I'm so thankful for you. You are helping me get close to my dreams. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.